Increase my game. Hello, Cody. I should make a first redeem. Yeah, so whoever's first can redeem it. But hi. Also, sound alerts might not be working. Yeah, like a first. Yeah, and also like a check-in redeem. You know, so people can see how many streams they've been. And how are you doing? I am doing good. Yeah, yeah. I thought that'd be fun. I'm doing good. Been doing a lot of reading and thinking. I have a year of playing around to do, I guess. I can't go to school in September because my yeah, I'm kind of fucked financially, but that's okay. But I booked an appointment at the employment office so I can yes, I'm gonna keep you guys there. I'm gonna put the game on this one. Yeah, just say about you can do it next year. And you probably won't want to wait, but at least you can still manage to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I guess until then I can like hang out with you guys more and stream more, do some stuff. Yeah, I booked an appointment at the employment office for next week. I can find myself a job. But yeah, it sucks, but you know, we moving. You know what I say, the only way out is through. More time for me. And I know you get there. Are you hoping for work-wise? I'm not Sure. I think it needs to be something that deals with people. Because I'm very bad at dealing with people and I need to get better at it. So something that will force me to interact with people every day. Improve my communication skills. I think that would be good for me. Also, hello! Be Shy Wolf, hi. Stream. Okay. Is the end of chapter 2, I think. Right? Let me double check. Yes, you finished chapter 2, okay. I understand it's difficult. I know. It's funny I'm not great with people, but work-wise, that's what I do, is work with people. Kola is my lovely lady friend? Oh, hello, welcome. Welcome in. I'm doing good. I'm doing my best. I feel like it's a little bit too dark. I'm gonna adjust my lighting a little. There you go. That's better. uh, and I have a lot of ideas, VTuber wise, debut wise, but I can't tell you guys about that just yet because I want it to be a surprise. I probably will end up leaking stuff a little bit though. like drip feed some stuff. Because I'll get too excited and I'll want to show you. Always been an antisocial person. It's funny how I ended up in customer service. Ended up leaving customer service for a while. Now I'm back in it. Just can't get away from it. Well, can't wait till you tell us about it. I know it's gonna be good. Yes. Yeah, I've been cooking. Yeah, I'm gonna be cooking. Koalo, my debut maybe maybe a little bit delayed, but it's gonna be goated. It's gonna be absolutely goated. Yes, Koalo, my debut will be peak cinema. Yeah, you'll be sitting at all of you will be sitting at your chairs being like, oh, absolute cinema. You'll be great. Thank you. I'll try my best. Try my best for everyone. Uh, yeah. I'll try to be more positive. Yeah. And focus on the things I can do more instead of what I can't. Yeah. What? Uh, I know I heard someone mention it before, but they're serious about that? A good way to look at it? Yeah. I am trying. Like, Teddy has been trying to get me back into writing again. I have an idea for not just one visual novel, but for many visual novels I want to write. But, yes, I am a writer. I write all of the scripts for my ASMR, but I wanna... Before that, I would write a lot of fiction. The only problem is that a lot of my stories are kind of sad. And I feel like, oh, if I just write sad stories, I'll just make people sad, right? Who wants that? you know, people will be like, oh, wow, this is a nice VTuber. I wonder what kind of stories she writes. And then it's like, oh, this is fucking the most depressing shit I've ever read in my goddamn life. What the fuck? That's okay. It's not entirely true. Some of the best stories are tragic. That is true. I do relate to a lot of. I tend to relate to sadder stories, and I think it. I find. I end up finding like a positive message in a sadder story than I would if the story was just expressly positive all the way through. Also, hello, Hazen. Yeah. As long as you do and try your best, everyone will have your back and be happy. Thank you, Shy. That really means a lot. I feel like I've kind of been slacking, as a VTuber, as a content creator. And I wanna show you guys what my best really is. Like, I wanna show you guys what my 100% really is, because I feel like I haven't really been doing that, and I've kind of been half-assing everything up until this point. So I wanna do better, because I feel like you guys are always supporting me. So I want to give you guys. If I can't give you guys the very best, I can, at the very least, I can give you my best. So that's what I want to try. Everyone gets in a rut, you just gotta get out of it. And if that's what you really want to do, then you can do it. I believe in you 100%. Thank you. That means a lot. Also, I'm not sure if you heard, but hello, Hazen. Welcome. Welcome to another Higurashi stream. Let's see Rika going through it. This world always has a lot of nice suggestions, but they're mostly out of politeness, right? Let you read so I can relax, yeah? I'm sorry. I've been yapping. I think it's because I haven't streamed in a couple days, so I kind of want to yap a little. Yeah. Oh. There's just something you gotta laugh off and reply with. That would be nice. But those ideas generally end up as jokes, so it's so crazy when they turn real. Yeah, I'm serious. Uncle Yoshio was giving you a ton of praise, too. He said it was amazing how well that pop-up pirate game went in the toy store yesterday. I had no idea you could play that game like that. I should mention that some of the kids around my table wanted to play with you too. Casey is a genius when it comes to playing games. You know, I wasn't just playing around, I was giving it my all because I had no choice but to win. I guess we made it look like a lot of fun for the audience, though. What's she doing here? Why are you here? You definitely have a blast no matter what club activity you're doing, Kei-chan. The coach was saying that the Hinamizawa fighters would be so happy if you joined the team. It's very true. Dr. Irie had nothing but great things to say about you at the meeting last night, Meibara-kun. You have the ability to bring people joy, far more than you think you do. You think so? This old man didn't mention your name just because you're his friend. He did it because he's confident you can do the job. I was there at the meeting too, and no one was against the idea. Maebara-kun, you honestly have a good reputation around the village. Hang on, let me double check to make sure. Yeah. Everything's working. Maebara-kun, you honestly do have a good reputation around the village. I've heard good things about you in Okinomiya too. What you did in the match between the Hinamizawa fighters and the Okinomiya Titans was legendary. Haha, that's right. I remembered to set the fish up. Let's go. It really was incredible. Yeah, you know what else I remembered? Head pat. Yeah. I set it all up. Yeah. It really was incredible. The reporters were there to see Kameda-kun, but they were impressed by you. They're talking about that rigged baseball match I set up with Kameda-kun. The public did end up believing that that talented pitcher walked me out of fear for my insight. Kameda-kun and I have entered a strange relationship since then, but I'd really rather not talk about it right now. What do you think, Keiichi-kun? I think you can do it. I'm backing you up too. I definitely think you should be in charge of the Watanagashi planning committee. Watanagashi is an annual village festival held in June. It's supposed to be the biggest event in the village, and most of the people living here gather together for it. Since this is a major event, they always organize a committee to plan out the festival a few months in advance. The festival is only 2 weeks away, and I just moved to this village. But now they want me to join that committee? Look, first of all, I don't even know what you do in a committee. You don't need to be too concerned about it. The job we unanimously want you to fill is hosting the auction. Oh, what the hell is that? Want me to sell bananas or something? Well, let me explain. We're holding an auction event for the first time this year. We're going to auction off donated items just to see how it turns out. There's kind of a long story behind it. We wanted to do something in which everyone can participate, using donated items as prizes. But the older members wanted to distribute the prizes using something other than a lottery, for their own reasons. To put it simply, our hag of a grandmother let her temper get to her, and wouldn't back down after that. But she didn't really consider any specifics. Yep. Anyway, we had to come up with how to utilize those donated items. At that point, we thought of doing an auction. That sounds like fun. We might be able to get something good for a really cheap price. It's fun just to watch the show, too. The items were all donated, so they were free, huh? That committee sure is good at making money. The profit will be going into the beer fund for the village committee's winter getaway trip. It's not fair. You're not ready for beer yet, Furude-san. I mean, she drinks watered down wine, so it's fine. I think I understand what's going on now. Yeah. Still, I've never done anything like it before. Hydrate? Thank you. I'm sure you can do it, Keiichi-kun. I bet you'd do it really well if they told you that you'd get to keep 10% of the profits. Thank you for the head pat. Well, yeah, 10%? That's not bad. Well, yeah, if I can gain something for producing results, then I'll do my best at it. On the other hand, you might be facing a dreadful penalty game if you don't produce anything. Wait a minute, Satsuko. Why would I agree to such a risky deal like that? Don't forget, you're the ones asking for my help. I'm a very busy guy, you know? Try asking my agent first. Alright, Kei-chan. If you want some kind of compensation, we can talk about it. I really want you to be a part of this. We can make it a deal. Sounds interesting. I wonder what I should ask for. We're always talking about punishments, but this is our first time talking about a reward. That's true. We're always fighting for something, huh? Rena is right. The whole purpose of our club activities is to escape the punishments we come up with. Even if we win, we never get a prize or a reward for it. Keiichi has no idea how to respond to something that sounds too good to be true. Maybe Mi-chan can come up with a good idea. It's hard to decide on what you want, isn't it? Let me see. How about this? Admission ticket to Angel's Mort's Dessert Festa. Don't be so too cheap, sis. Why don't you give him 3 years worth of admission? Hey, that sounds more like a deluxe reward to me. I heard that some people pay lots of money for that ticket. Are you sure you can hook me up with 3 years worth of admission? Of course I can. But you have to do a good job. I'm sure he will. With Keiichi-kun there, it's gonna be heaps of fun. I feel the same way. I'm really looking forward to the auction now. Yeah, you could probably get people to line up for takoyaki that doesn't even contain octopus. Hey, takoyaki without octopus? That's impossible. Oh no, I'm pretty sure you could do it. He is a pretty charismatic guy. Yeah. He'd probably say it was a healthier kind of takoyaki. Are you making fun of me or what? So, what do you think, Nyalpaca? What do you think, Nyalpaca? I think you'll do a wonderful job. Gay-sensei was also on the committee. She must have backed up Mion's suggestion when she brought my name up at their last meeting. I'd also love to see what kind of magic you can do. Nipa. A good auction always depends on how good a speaker the host is. Nipa. Meep. Sounds like it's going to be Keiichi Maibara's big show. It'll be so much fun just to watch. Hey, I haven't accepted the offer yet. Don't worry, Keiichi-kun, you can do it. Yeah, we comfy. Are we cozy? With an E. That's my name. Get it? Cause yeah, cozy. You're saying that because you don't have to. Oh, that's not true. The principal suddenly opened his mouth. Yes, cozy, yeah. Nyalpaca. In my opinion, you will do a fine job. As a man, isn't it your responsibility to meet people's expectations? If I had to, I'm sure I could do it. Mion has made me do so many different things for the club, and I've learned a lot from them. Besides, this would be the first time I could get a reward without having to worry about punishment. It should be fun, too. This was the first time so many people were counting on me like that. To be honest, it made me pretty happy. Still, I was worried about being dragged into something that required a lot of work. I couldn't erase that thought from my mind. But I was in Hinamizawa. The people in this village would never do anything to betray me. That's interesting. Keiichi from Timeline 1 would like to have a word with you, sir. They genuinely believe that it would do a lot to liven up the festival if I became the host of their auction. I've only been there for a short period of time, but I know that the people here are honest and kind. Fine. As a man, I'm going to do it. I'll take care of it. Wait and see. I'll make it the greatest auction in the world. Don't forget to get me that Angel Mart pass. I'll make sure to do a good enough job that I'll deserve 10 years worth of tickets. Good for you, Kei-chan. Everyone gave me a round of applause. How many times had this happened in my life? Not once. This was the first time I'd ever been applauded. By the way, I'm surprised that no one disagreed with the suggestion at the meeting. There are lots of old people in the village community. I'm a young guy who only just moved here. I've known for a while that Mion has a lot of influence locally, but I couldn't believe that everyone in the committee would accept it just like that. Most of them are that kind of hard-headed old people, but the new generation is gradually taking over, you know? We won the dam conflict, and now we're aiming to build a new era and grow more and more prosperous. That's why we value the involvement of young people and people from outside the village too. You're young, and you're from the city. You also have a good reputation, so you're the perfect guy for this. You have a good reputation, huh? Not right after the dam conflict. This is... how many years was it? The 5th year. 5 years after. Yeah. Yes, hi, hello. Rising Misfit. Thanks, or Raising Misfit. Thanks for becoming a pack rabbit. Welcome. Yeah, like 5 years, yeah. Something around that lines. 'Cause yeah, there's been a murder every year since. It's something to do with Mi-chan's punishments, I think. I knew it. Found the Higurashi anime? You gonna watch it soon? I recommend it. Oh, hello radio. Thank you for the head pat. Welcome. How are you today? Or evening, rather. Alright then. I'll call your parents about it tonight, so please let them know when you get back home today, okay? I'm sure my parents will have no problem with it. They won't have any objections to raise, at least. They might ask me why my name was brought up, though. Chie-sensei and the principal went back to the teacher's office after the discussion ended. Higurashi anime is nice, has awesome soundtrack. Seeing some parts animated is really cool, but I don't have time to cover the full arcs with 2 seasons. Yeah, I would figure. It's similar to the Steins Gate anime, where like the story is like very condensed, so they can't get into depths of everything. Yeah. But if you like Higurashi, definitely watch the anime. What movie did you see? Chie-sensei and the principal. Everything after season 2 is either non-canon or anime manga original. Oh, see. Chie Sensei and the principal went back to the teacher's office after the discussion ended. Naked Gun. Oh, I believe someone else in chat talked about it as well. Yeah, I feel like Teddy would really like that movie. I feel like we should watch it together. We're in the middle of lunch break at the moment. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah, right? Yeah, this is definitely up his alley. No. Hey Sensei and the principal had come along together, and Mion scared me by saying that they all had something to talk to me about. My stomach wasn't digesting my lunch particularly well. Maibara-san, I heard everything. Good for you. It's a big honor being chosen by the village committee. Hey there, Tomita-kun and Akumura-kun. I'd love to give that honor to you. No, thank you. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I realized the whole class was talking about me. They were saying how fun Watanagashi was going to be and how high their expectations were for it. I might have taken on a huge responsibility. I needed to do my best to succeed at it. By the way, I forgot something. My granny made tons of ohagi. She told me to give them to my classmates. Mion clapped her hands as she remembered and took a box out of her bag. She opened the lid, letting us see a bunch of ohagi neatly packed inside. Ohagi needle. Roulette. That's my favorite game. What are you talking about, Hazen? Can't stay longer falling asleep while sitting up, so I think it's time to go to sleep. Well, Shy, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I hope you sleep well. I'll take care. Wow, there really are a lot. I think there might be enough for everyone in class to have one. Oh, it looks so yummy and cute. Making the last of the bulldog ramen you didn't eat? Oh yeah, there's a few packets left. I ate most of it though. Yeah. There's 2 left? Yeah, Teddy doesn't like it. He says it's too spicy. Just don't put all of the sauce in it then. Like, just don't use the whole packet. Speaking of bulldog, my Carolina Reaper sauce. Yeah, I use all of it. Making the last 2 being very conservative with the spices. Ordered a ramen, you didn't know? I found, like, this isn't really good for my, my DoorDash problem. Because I need to be saving money. But recently, I found there's like this new like chicken place, a Korean chicken place near my house. And they sell like fried chicken and bulldog sauce. And it's like, oh no, this is bad. I can't. Before it was poke bowls, and now it's this. Like, I can't be ordering DoorDash like this. It's bad. It's too expensive. Gave her 55 bucks Canadian before she went home, and that's what she used it on. Yeah. Korean food is good in bulldog sauce. Yeah, it's really good. DoorDash problem until one time I went to order a shamrock shake from McDonald's, and the delivery alone was near the price of the shake, and after that I was like, nah bro, I'm good, I'll walk. Was ordering directly from the place cheaper? Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Duh. They just do that. Yeah, I guess so. They do. Most places don't really just do deliveries from DoorDash nowadays, though. But this place does deliver, so we have that. DoorDash is a scam. It took me way too long to understand that. Yeah, if you're ordering DoorDash, you're kind of wasting money. It's better to just pick it up. $25 Taco Bell is like 45 bucks through DoorDash. Well, you can just pick it up yourself, most places. Yeah, like you can, if you order it through DoorDash, if you just say the pickup option, you can just go get it yourself. And then there's no delivery fee. Touch grass and go get it, but I don't want to go outside. I'm a princess who gets Koala is a princess who gets her food delivered to her. She doesn't need to go outside for such things. Get the munchies at 12 a.m. I don't want to get it. Yes. Yeah. For some reason, my granny loves making a hage. We did that a lot. We did. We did order fast food a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. We did cook a lot too. We did. Because Shohei used to love them. Oh yeah, I heard my grandparents used to like ohage. So many steaks, yeah. I mean, like, Teddy doesn't like to eat steak with anything else, though. Like, it would be nice to eat it with, like, potatoes and, like, you know, maybe some broccoli and stuff, but, like, he just wants to eat the steak with nothing else. Not worth it. It's more filling that way, is it not? Broken chief SF when it comes to getting stuff for myself. When it comes to friends and families, everyone's very expensive. Yeah. My wife was crying for help. I thought something bad happened. She was just trying to kill a mosquito. That's something I would do. That is, yeah. Mood. Mood. Yeah. One thing I need to do is I need to get Teddy to eat more vegetables. He doesn't eat enough vegetables. 3 cats and a dog, so flies and mosquitoes don't get a chance. Yeah? I've never seen Steve attack any bugs. He's kind of lazy. He's very chubby. But I miss that cat so much. I miss Steve. You know, usually when you pet him, after a while he'll like bite your hand a little bit. But when I was sad, one day I was really sad, and he just let me pet. and he just let me pet him. And he didn't bite me at all. Because I was sad. He's a good boy. And while she was here, even though they were harmless, she freaked out over them. They're kind of freaky looking. And some of them were like really big. My aunt had a cat like that. She wasn't like overstimulated, she was just fat. I did see her start drooling. And then she'd I don't mind at least chewing on your hand. Yeah. Yeah. He's a lazy cat, definitely, but he's a good boy. Teddy doesn't like Steve very much. He's always bullying him. I think we should cancel Teddy for bullying Steve. Short little cat, but she was like a bowling ball. My aunt called her Lilith. Yeah, nobody likes bully. He tries to kill me. Why would I love such an evil creature? Steve loves Teddy so much. He always wants to sleep on Teddy's bed. And every time Teddy comes home, Steve always wakes up and he goes to the door. He doesn't do that for his dad, only for Teddy. Only for Teddy. He missed you. He doesn't do that for his dad. He only goes when his dad comes home, he'll still be sleeping. But when Teddy comes home, Steve goes to the door. It's cute. Cats and the dogs do that for my mom. Yeah. Why have pets if you can't bully them? My wife gets mad I call her dog a bitch. That's mean. Bully. Okay, well, I guess that's technically correct if it's a female dog, but still. Still. Then he'll weave between my legs in a murder attempt? No. No, he just likes being close to you. Come home from work and the cats will wake up from dead sleep running up. If we speak Spanish, it's still valid. Rude. Yeah. I love animals. Yeah, I really do wish I could get a cat or a dog, but my parents don't really like animals very much, so they wouldn't want an animal in the house. We don't deserve animals, they're so pure. Yeah. Can't have pets where I live. That sucks. I would love a cat though. Where was I? Okay. For your grandma, a hug is something she makes to remember your great grandpa, huh? Very sad. You think so? I thought Gramps liked canned food. Yes, one day. I want to try to convince Teddy to let me get a bunny as a pet too. I know they're hard to take care of, but I still want one. They're quite high maintenance pets. Yeah, they're social creatures, so they need a friend. They shit everywhere? Not really. They use a litter box. But yeah. They kind of need a friend though. They get very agitated if they don't have a friend. Yeah, they get lonely. No bunnies can die from loneliness. That's why you guys should always watch all of my streams or I'll get lonely. And then I'll die. You don't like canned food, do you, Shion? Bruh. I didn't know you were still here, Daddy. Don't let Coke get lonely and die, I'll snap. Yeah, exactly. What? Is that true? Why so? The aforementioned canned food horror story? Thank you for the head pats. Well, it's because of the smell. I just don't like the smell of metal. Oh, is that so? It's because of the smell, she says it's an evil. Oh, is that so? After always forcing me to eat my squash, it turns out that you too have something you can't eat. To tell you the truth, she hates canned food because... Come on, sis. Don't you tell anyone. I don't know what's going on, but it seems Mion knows a secret about Shion. Tell it to us. Go on. The reason why Shion doesn't like canned food must be something pretty funny. Don't traumatize the younglings, Mion. That's fun, though. The two sisters battled for a while. The machine gun knee kicks Mion launched from close the machine gun knee kicks Mion launched from close quarters weren't bad, but I don't think she expected Shion to land a capture suplex off it. I guess Shion is the stronger of the two siblings. I'd rather tell you the truth than have you hear it from my sis. See, there's this bad guy named Kasai. He once told me, when I was still young and innocent, that there's sometimes human meat mixed in with canned food. I've heard of an urban legend like that before. There are all kinds of like urban legends like that, that like, oh, this company puts this type of meat in their burgers or whatever. That's not beef, that's horse meat. You're eating one of the Uma Musumes. Oh no. No. Encore. Me too. No, my Uma Musume. No. I once heard that there's dog meat mixed into beef bowls and worms inside burgers. Are you quite serious? Goldchip. Goldchip is still alive though. He's a breeding horse. Apparently he's very good at his job. And he enjoys it a lot too. Honestly, good for him. Good for Goldchip. You know, they say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Isn't the worm thing true? Actually, they're called protein worms? Really? Must be great. Yeah. I think it's like he's sired like, yeah. It's funny because Goldship has like, yeah, 517 kids and Angus Taishan has like 2,500. Yeah. They be, they be working hard. Very, prolific. Good for them. They do. They be working. You see, Satoko is a very traumatic thing for me. Very active, gentle horses. Yeah. You have my sympathy, but I still have to forget about how you made me eat that. I still have yet to forget how you've made me eat a full course squash meal. You need to let go of that one. That meal was delicious. Because we're talking about this. Natsuko plotting to tie she onto the cross this time and force feed her can't. No, not the Chef Boyardee, please. I'm starting to get worried there might be something mixed into this ohagi too. Like a needle. Like a sewing needle. Oh? Well, at least with the ohagi that I brought, you can't really be sure there's nothing else inside. No, don't worry, it's just a syringe or two, yeah. Just misplaced it. Happens to the best of us. Ohagi that Mion brought. When you consider that, it's only natural to suspect that you probably did something to them. A little poke when you're munching, you know? Yeah, builds character. What's going on? I felt like I was forgetting something. But I didn't remember anything that I was forgetting. It was like one of those deja vu moments. I'd never been in this situation, but my mind was telling me that I had been there before. What's wrong, Keiichi? Nothing. I just feel like Mion has given me ohagi before. Man's just casually having non-flashbacks to the ohagi needle. Apparently. But this is the first time, right? Is it? Mii-chan? I think this is the first time. Must be mistaking it for something else. According to my memory, this is the first time Mion-san has brought ohagi to school. Oh. I know. You're being cautious because these are from this old man, aren't you? It's nothing to brag about. You should be reflecting on your regular behavior. You're right. I wouldn't feel this way if Rena brought me ohagi. Rena's really good at cooking. They're small, but very carefully made. Huh? I've never made ohagi before. What? What was I saying? Why did I say that Rena made ohagi before? Why would I know that Rena makes her ohagi small and neatly? I had no idea where that memory was coming from. I could only assume it was There was an error in my brain. Mion was saying that this was her first time bringing Ohagi to class. I mean, she practically has OCD tattooed on her forehead, but yeah, he's kind of remembering. I mean, yeah, Rena would probably do it like that based on vibes, but you know. As I tilted my head in confusion, everyone started reaching inside the box. Rena took one out for me, put it on the lid. I stared at it closely. What was I so concerned about? Mion said I was probably concerned that she did something to the Ohagi. But I wasn't quite right. I really didn't know how to explain it. I felt like I was forgetting something important. I'd forgotten something important. And all I had was the obligation to remember it. In front of me was nothing but a single Ohagi that came from Mia's house. Low-key kind of funny if she just randomly slipped laxatives into one. That seems like something she would do. I was frustrated, but I really couldn't think of anything. There's no way I could remember it, because I didn't know anything. Hello, Arlie, how are you? Keiichi, you've been staring at your Ohagi for a long time. What's the matter? Oh, it's just... I'm experiencing deja vu. Oh my gosh, Fan, it's been a while. Hello, Van, how are you? Yes, it is in fact the Nyalpaca girl. I'm doing good, Arlie. We're pushing through. It's just, I'm experiencing deja vu. Don't you get it sometimes? It's your first time seeing something, but you feel like you've seen it before? The horrors persist, but so do I moment. Yeah. Nah, I am the horror. No. Yeah, I'm the horror. Base do not have PTSD, be the traumatic moment. Well, if someone traumatizes you, just traumatize them back. An eye for an eye, altered brain chemistry for altered brain chemistry. It's only fair. Of course, I'll just solve everything. Exactly. They started it. So, yeah, so no, you might be cooking. I don't know if you got the reference to this very specific edit of beer referencing crack and her doing Nipa. Honestly. Yeah. Or like that clip where Brian walks up to Peter and he's like, Peter, what are you doing? He's like, crack. Yeah, you would be cooking. Yeah. Or maybe I'm the one cooking. I was the one who proposed the idea of traumatizing someone back. Crack is cheaper than more. Jesus Christ. Hello, Mr. Manager. Welcome. Only a little bit late. What did you miss? Not much. Really. Just a little bit. Mostly a whole lot of yapping. So you feel like Mion has given you ohaki in the past? At 430 Canadian on the Sacha Chain box set. I bet that probably would have gotten me a few kilos of crack. Probably. Probably. I'm sure it's just my imagination. Mion just told me that she had never brought ohaki to school before. Eiichi? Syrup. You can't have memories of what didn't happen. If you remember something, I'm sure it really happened before. Rena told me something strange. Or Rika told me something strange. I didn't usually take her random comments seriously. But ever since I saw her making those predictions at the toy store, I've been curious about her special powers. Oh, right, I forgot the kill count. God damn it, I always forget something. I was so proud of myself for not forgetting the head pat and not forgetting the fish, and then I forgot the kill count. God damn it. Such a mess. Nah. But ever since I saw her making those predictions in the toy store, I've been curious about her special powers. No one ever dies in this wholesome game. You ready to sleep, Radio? Good night, Radio. Sleep well. I felt like she was telling me something deep. It's hard to hear that from you, since we're so great at making predictions. Are you talking about the cycle of reincarnation or something? I don't know much about religion. You're literally a shrine maiden. What do you mean you don't know much about religion? She's literally a shrine maiden. Nate is actually scratch and sniff. If you snip the maple leaf, it does smell like syrup, maple syrup. Wait, really? Shit, it's crazy. Not beating. Yes, hi, hello. It's your boy. Thanks for becoming a pack rabbit. Welcome. And let me increase the volume of the Twitch alert. I should re-record those, actually. They're not great. At some point I'll re-record those. I just want to tell you that if you know about something, that's something that happens to you. Candyland. Oh, God. One of my buddies calls Canadian money monopoly money, and I'm like, fucking, I wanna die. Well, with fucking scratch and sniff currency, we're not beating the monopoly money allocation. I want you to try and remember what happened. Speaking as a Canadian, monopoly money is worth more. Assuming he's American? Yes, he's one of Teddy's friends. Yeah, our economy is kind of like, it's kind of fuckled. It's a little, yeah, it's not looking good. Higurashi is so not cozy. No, I mean, it can be. I'll make it cozy. Anytime I send something to my girlfriend, it's something that's like 20 USD. It's like 6,000 Canadian. It may as well be. It is when you miss all the murder parts. Yeah. Yeah, if you like you forget about the murder, you got a comfy silly visual novel. If you're jaded enough, the murder parts are cozy too. I guess so. I don't want you to treat it like you were just mistaken. Turn away from all the murder? You know? That's not blood, that's strawberry syrup. It's like, I remember this part, man, it takes me back. Yeah. I don't want you to treat like you're mistaken. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I was just a little surprised by how serious she sounded. I always thought that Rika was just an innocent girl who fooled around all the time, saying things like meep and nipa. Yes. I mean, she is, but also, no. She's a member of the Time Travelers, she's a member of the Time Travelers support group, along with, Okarin from Steins Gate, Homura from Madoka Magica, and I guess Subaru too. Yeah. They're all together, they're a little Time Travelers support group. Baru and Rika would probably be best buds? Yeah, pretty much. Because, like, I feel like, I don't think I said this last stream, but I don't feel like she's time traveling per se. It feels more like she's, like, dimension hopping. Rather than going back in time. All of a sudden she seemed like a totally different girl. Was I supposed to take it as a joke? Oh, you're a DJ? That's cool, Ward. So cool. Dementia humping? Did I say I meant dimension. Enunciate. The serious look on her face told me it wasn't time for jokes, though. If that's what you're telling me, then I guess I got the ohagi from Mion in a previous life. Homies are way better? I'm sure you're a pretty good DJ. That's pretty cool, though. Dementia hopping is a legitimate form of time travel. I guess technically, yeah. From your own perspective. You ever got beat to death by a blue-haired maid with a giant ball and flail? No? Did you ever get obliterated by a mid-hair girl who's fatally allergic to accountability? Kinda. That's hilarious. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Subaru and Rika, they get along real well. Like, yeah. Yeah. Hello, my name is Rika Furude, and I am a time traveler. Hi, Rika. Yeah, so I've kind of lost count of of how many times I've looped now. It's honestly just become like a blur, to be honest. But I keep telling I and it's been hard, you know, dying pretty horrific deaths, and seeing my friends die horrific deaths, and then like going back in time and pretending like none of that happened. Um, yeah, it is pretty. It's a lot. It's a lot on my plate. I think mentally I've aged like at least like 47 years, but uh, we keep it pushing. We keep it pushing. It's one day at a time. It doesn't really matter. And whatever the date on the calendar is, I realize I just gotta take it one day at a time. And everyone claps and they're like, yeah, clock it, clock it. Yes, hi, hello. Board the UFO, thanks for becoming a fat rabbit. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean you literally have to relive your entire life? Man, I thought a few weeks was rough enough to relive. Yeah? Kobe's like, yeah, I relive like the same couple weeks, the same month or so. Yeah. I once got stuck in a loop where I relived the same day over and over. That was there. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, how was that?" Yeah, it was pretty rough. It was rough. I wasn't in the best shape after a while. Y'all ever see your cute mascot character turn into jelly and die a billion times? Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, and then Homura is like, yeah, um, um, thanks for being so warm and welcoming. Of course, of course. Thanks for spending your time here. Time is precious. Makes me happy that you want to spend that time with me. I like it here already. I'm glad. And Homer is like, technically I can rewind time as much as I want, but I've only really been rewinding like a certain area, because I'm pretty fixated, like you all. I'm pretty fixated on correcting a particular event. Uh, I feel like every time I go back in time, things get worse. And they're like, yeah, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. You're safe here. It's fine. Homura is the best. Absolutely. Homura is the best girl. I am the number one Homura apologist. Homura did nothing wrong. Homura is a good girl. Just got to episode 4. Oh, you're gonna love it. And the Rebellion movie is very good too. Homura did the best she could. Kyubey is a piece of shit. Kyubey is a piece of shit. Kyubey is awful. I think Kyubey should be cancelled. Making the twit longer. I think all the girls in Madoka Magica should get together and make a 45-minute expose video on Kyubey. I think they should all drop twit longers. I think they should drop a Google Doc, and I think he should be just read to filth. I think that's what he needs. That's what he deserves. Ever read Magical Girl Raising Project? We have actually. That's like one of the visual, not the visual, light novels we're reading for the light novel ASMR. It's hard. Can't be mad Cube because he doesn't understand and he's just different than humans. We slaughter cows for meat. He's harvesting resources like we do. Yeah. I do feel like Cube kind of understands more than what he lets on. Especially because he's like, well, you didn't. He's like, well, you didn't ask. Fuck you. Fuck off with that. you knew damn well they wouldn't agree to it if you told them everything. Douche. He doesn't have them. Yeah. I have to check that out. He's so funny. Oh, not in a funny way. Cube just in it for the sport. Yeah. Like, and because he knows he's seen enough crash outs to know that that they wouldn't agree to it if they knew, so that's why he doesn't tell them. Or a baby making a deal to become a magical girl for cheesecake. Yeah, I sold my soul for cheesecake. It was a pretty good cheesecake though. Not mad at it. I won't make fun of you, so please tell me everything. I didn't mean give you that ohaki. Been around for a long time. Here's the thing. Do you think cows would agree to go to the slaughterhouse if they knew? Absolutely not. I won't spoil though, because you haven't seen everything. But I will say, once you get to the end, you'll be like, wait a damn fucking minute. Wait a damn minute. This was all fucking Cube shit was all unnecessary. It is true, and the cows aren't being like, the cows aren't in like a extremely desperate or bad situation and are being given an out. Because you notice the type of girls that Cube seems to target. There's a kind of a pattern with the type of girls who become magical girls. About Saika? She might not have been in a bad situation, but Saika is definitely not a secure person. She's a very insecure person. And becoming a magical girl is probably something that... Oh wait, yeah! Oh wait, you don't know Saika's wish yet. I can't spoil it. Madoka... It's a bit different. This isn't really a spoiler, but basically in a different timeline, Madoka had a pet cat. And you notice there's a cat in the opening, right? Where she's holding a cat and she's crying. She had this wasn't even like, this was like in a drama CD. But basically, Madoka had a pet cat that got hit by a car. And Cube was like, hey. He only watched the OG anime, yeah. And Cube is like, hey. you wanna revive your dead cat? Yeah, you do. This aged me like 10 years messaging drama CDs because nobody does anymore. I miss character songs. Character songs are so peak. I love that. Well, anyway, fuck Cube. Yeah, fuck Cube. He's like Monokuma. Actually, at least you could argue that Cube's doing it for like some sort of like necessary evil. Monokuma just likes to cause problems. Monokuma is just like, I don't want peace. I want problems always. That's what he is. He's in it for the love of the game, and the game's despair. Yeah, I thought of doing a cover of um, Higurashi's character songs because I really like them. I don't know. Doing a cover is a lot more work than you would think it is. First, you gotta be careful because like copyright and shit. um. Yon, you ever watch another? I have a very long time ago though. I think it's worth a rewatch. I remember really liking it. I won't make fun of you, so please tell me everything. Why did me give you that hockey? Yeah, it is. The more I think about it, the more I think it's just my imagination. Maybe it was just a dream. I don't care if it was just a dream. You must remember something. Me and my GF watched Glenad with me. She's still sad about it. Yeah? Ruined her. Yeah, I have the Clannad visual novel. And at some point, we will read it together on stream. And I'm going to say in advance for those who are not familiar with Clannad, I'm sorry for what I'm going to do to you. Sorry for that I'm going to do Clannad to you. I'm sorry. I haven't recovered from Clannad the first time around. We can't do this. Well, buckle in. We're doing it. I'm pretty sure I already have it downloaded. We're playing it after we finish Higurashi. So been like 13 years or more and I still haven't recovered. Well, buckle in, we're in this together. We're gonna cry. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun group cry. Everybody loves that. It's like my favorite thing. What was up with your after story better than Clannad? Yeah. You seemed so curious about it. I didn't think this story was that interesting. You're asking so much started making me feel uncomfortable. Yeah. I never played the original Clannad visual novel. I'm very excited for it. Still, something's told me that I need to talk to Rika-chan about everything I could. You want to get sucker punched and it feels like that? I watched this movie a few years ago called Monika, Plumber Flower Balloons. Like every time the story lulls they cuckold. They cold cock you. Why did I read that as cuckold? Jesus Christ. Freudian slip? Gonna hop out, looking to settle down and sleep. I got too invested, but I'll see you soon, okay? Yeah, sure. I think I'll be live tomorrow. We're gonna finish up Persona 4. But thank you so much for hanging out today. And take care, sleep well. Maybe she could predict my future by reading my dreams. I should tell her everything. After all, she's the shrine maiden for Oyashiro-sama. Bye. It's like, wow, this is such a wholesome and peaceful moment. By God, it's the plot with a steel chair from the top rope. I've never seen anything. That's crazy. I think I skipped school that day. I had a cold or something. I remember it was scattered all over my brain like powder. I could see myself standing in front of the door. Mion was there, and someone else was standing there too. think it was Rena. Go parts afraid and excited for Clannad. Oh, Clannad will be fun. Let's go. Mion brought me ohagi so I could get better. I think she told me that her grandma had made it, just like today. And then? Well, then I ate that ohagi. After that, they went back home. Then I found something inside the ohagi. Never recovered from Clannad and Angel Beats, yeah? The writer for Angel Beats is also the writer for a gacha game called Heaven Burns Red. They even did a collab with Angel Beats, and it's... I only recently started playing it, but the story is very reminiscent of Angel Beats, I would say. A lot of people are like, oh, and apparently like things get particularly gut punchy at chapter 3, which I haven't gotten to yet, and I'm a little bit scared, but you know, it'll be fun. Well, then I ate that ohagi. After they went back home, then I found something inside that ohagi. They owe me an apology out there. They made a cute and quirky comedy, then halfway through just start beating me with a lead pipe to the feels. That's the best kind of stories. I like it. I want to feel something. After they went back home, I found something inside the ohagi. I'm sure I saw it in a comic book or something. It's mixed up in my memory, but I'm sure I read it somewhere in a comic book. Because it can't be true. Keiichi, tell me what happened. What did you find inside the ohagi? Well, I read this scary comic book when I was little, and there was a sewing needle inside of somebody's burger. Remember what Sion was saying just now? It can be traumatic to hear a story like that when you're young. I don't remember much about that comic. I think it was about this girl had an accident, and she held a grudge against the person who caused the injury on her face. It was a really cheap plot now that I think about it. But since I was still a little kid, the comic really scared me. One chapter, the girl casts a curse on the guy's food. He eats a burger with sewing needles inside it, and he goes all, ah, something like that. It still freaked me out. The images were so grotesque and shocking to me. That grew into a kind of trauma, and for a while I searched for sewing needles in my food every time I ate something. I couldn't eat burgers for a while for that reason. But my parents got concerned and my hunger overcame the trauma. Eventually that experience disappeared into the flow of time. I'm still a little worried about sewing needles every once in a while. But I don't think about it all the time, of course. It'd be pretty rude if I poked at my food while eating lunch with you guys, wouldn't it? Of course, I know that no one would actually put a sewing needle inside of my food. But you're still a little scared. Well, maybe I am somewhere inside my heart. So, you saw a sewing needle inside the ohagi that me gave you? You saw a needle inside of one? Yeah, I did. Inside that ohagi, there was a needle. There was a needle, just as I feared. Why was I telling her about something that was just my imagination? Mion and Rena came to see me, when I took a day off from school while I was sick. That never happened, so obviously my brain was just making it up. But I spoke to Rika-chan, as she said she wouldn't make fun of me. Are you afraid of this ohagi now? Do you feel like there might be a needle inside? Is that why you're not eating it? I realized Mion and Rena were also looking at me. They were wondering why I was staring at the ohagi without eating it. Oh, you don't like ohagi, Kei-chan? If you don't have to eat it. Mion was assuming I didn't like ohagi. He felt bad for forcing me to eat something I didn't like. In turn, I felt guilty seeing the sad expression on her. Sis, you must be convinced that you put something in it. I immediately denied Chion's remark. No one else would understand what I'm saying. I didn't even know. No, I know for sure that there's no sewing needle inside the sohaki. A sewing needle? Why would this old man put something like that in there? Of course he wouldn't. You're not the type to visit and bring something with you out of pure generosity. Like him just regaling Rika with his Nam flashback, and he's having somehow everyone else didn't hear this whole story. I was just about to say that, Hazen. I was like, isn't everybody else within earshot of this? Like, I'm assuming they're all like, they all like push their desks together, right? Because they all said they like to push their desks together so they can eat lunch. So they're all in like their little table. So like, what the? Aren't they just like leaning over and they're just like whispering? Like, do you not hear that? The room is only not so big. Yeah, they're in a tiny ass one room classroom. Like, there's no way they didn't hear that. Unless they've just completely checked out. You might play a trick with Tabasco sauce or something, but you never put needles inside. You'd never do something as dangerous as that. I know you would never do such a thing. I grabbed the ohagi with my hand. As I brought it in front of my mouth, I felt the need to check it, just in case. But I told myself clearly, hey, you wimp. When are you gonna stop being scared of that stupid comic book? Mion brought this ohagi to treat everyone in the class. There's no way she'd put needles inside these. I forced that stupid memory out of my brain and munched on the ohagi. It's delicious. 0 seconds. That's crazy. Bites down and finds out it's actually insanely spicy. She put like 3 whole packets of bulldog almond sauce in it. It's delicious. Of course it is. There wasn't a needle, was there? No way. I'm really sorry. I just caught up in a traumatic experience I once had. My heart had stopped pounding, and I felt relieved. The next moment, I got the urge to say something to me. It wasn't the right thing to say, but I just felt like I had to say. Hey, Neon. Huh? What is it? The ohagi was delicious. Huh? I'm glad I brought them then, even though they were really heavy. The moment? I didn't know why I wanted to tell her again that the ohagi was delicious, but I was glad I said it to her. I was finally released from that odd feeling. Well then, since Kei-chan overcame his fears and ate the ohaki, you should eat the squash, Satoko-chan. It's so soft and sweet. How can that lost lunchbox always be so full of squash? You're going to give me a traumatic experience. Ji-chan is trying hard to stop Satoko-chan from hating squash. He's so passionate about it. Maybe she just sees her as her future little sister. By the time I finished eating my ohaki, we had returned to our usual fun lunchtime. Keiichi, what if... What if what? What if you really do see a needle inside your food? What would you do? That's not going to happen. Won't you threaten me, Rika-chan? Keiichi, what if it really happens? Rika-chan looked at me with a serious face as I looked at her. What's gotten into her lately? Stop it. It's not going to happen. I don't believe it will. I just overcome my stupid trauma after all. That's why I made that firm statement. I understand. Keiichi, I'm sorry I'm asking you so much. If you see a needle inside your food, it's definitely some kind of mistake. Please don't ever believe that it's me's fault. You're just telling me not to be suspicious of Mion, right? Of course I won't. I would never be suspicious of my friend. Rika-chan finally looked happy. She smiled as if she was relieved by my words. Got a scene breaker then. We can do one more chapter. It's a scene break. Before we continue, I will make myself some more tea real quick. I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be right back. The items donated for the auctions were gathered at the 3-day shrine. There's so much stuff here. I expected towels and old furniture, but there are way more things. I even see TVs and refrigerators. These are pretty new too. Impressed, huh? First off, we got donations from the store my family owns. Some of them were display products or leftovers that they can't sell, but they're still practically new. If you don't mind something a model behind, they're incredible, right? Seeing how sun-bleached the brand new sticker on these appliances are makes me feel kind of sorry for them. Yeah, sorry, that's the rain ambience. You guys want that on or off? Yes or no to rain? Rain sounds. You like it? Okay. Let me know if it's too loud though. If it's drowning stuff out. Bad loud. Okay, I'll lower it a little bit then. Hopefully that's better. Just a smidge. Okay. Okay. No, Satsuka, that's actually a big selling point. Even if it's a little fader, people feel better using brand new tools than they do items someone else has used. Me, youngsters these days sure are picky. I don't really care whether it's new or not. All I care about is the price. Rena-san, you seem interested in furniture. Are you thinking about living on your own or something? Yes. No. My dad and I were just talking about redecorating the house. Brand new furniture is expensive, so I've been checking out these recycled ones. You're changing the furniture? That's quite a big deal. Yep. My dad finally found a job recently. So, this timeline seems to be like all like everything like not going wrong. That seems to be what it is so far. So we kind of want to make a friend until it is, yeah. Yeah, I mean something's gonna go wrong obviously, but like I don't know. Generally better than the others, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, the kill count is there for a reason. So we kind of want to make a fresh start out of it. Your father found a new job? Rika-chan asked her. I was thinking the same thing. Did that mean Rena's father was unemployed until recently? Yeah. 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 He didn't work for a whole year after he broke up with my mom. I was so upset. I was always telling him to get a job already. Rena explained that with her usual smile, so it took me a moment to realize how serious it was. Yeah, her father is, as the kids would say, kind of a beta. I mean, yeah, he did get cucked by his wife, by a more successful man from her workplace. And then who also got her pregnant, and she attempted but did not succeed to try to take Rena away from him too. Which is pretty messed up, honestly. Like, after all that, you're gonna take his but like, I feel like from her perspective, she probably thought like, oh, I have a lot of money, I can give Rena a better life than he can. If you want to, I think if you look at it from her perspective, but like still. A little scummy. Rena talked about it like it was nothing. Your mother and father broke up? Yeah, they were a match made in hell, honestly. Yeah. Yep. They got divorced in Ibaraki. That's why my dad and I came back to Hinamizawa. My dad couldn't get over the divorce for a long time, though. Oh, wait, wouldn't that would mean that Rena has like a half sibling somewhere that she hasn't met. Interesting. Yeah. He was always just sleeping or daydreaming. Divorces and breakups always wound deeper the more they loved their partner. Ah, they really do be like that. I remember... Oh, hello, hi. Convoy, hello. Actually, yes, if I remember correctly, in the now shut down Higurashi gacha game, which I believe is Higurashi Mei, you meet her half-sister. Oh. It's not really a bad thing that your father was hurt so much. That's a romantic way to put it. Anyway, I eventually found out that he was spending a lot of money at the bar. I was shocked when I looked at our bank account. Rena's mom is a famous designer. Their family used to make lots of money. So her father got lots of settlement money upon the divorce. That's why he was ever able to pay for their living expenses for a while. Perhaps that was why it took him so long to get back on track. Yeah, probably, because he probably figured like, I have money, so it's okay if I just like laze around for a little longer. That's true. If he had no money, he would have had no choice but to work. And I feel like working probably would have helped him get his mind off of it a bit more. Like, probably like sitting all at home alone all day, or like going to the bar probably wasn't helpful. Like if he had like a job to go to every day, that probably would have helped him get over it a bit faster. You know? Yeah, but he chose just to rot about it, basically. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you do need to just rot for a bit, but you know, sometimes you're feeling really sad and you just need to bed rot for a little bit, but you gotta get up eventually. He would have had no time to be depressed if he kept himself busy. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Especially as an adult with a young child, yeah. With mental health issues, I might add. It's tough leaving an ordinary pattern of life. It can really mess up people's cycles. I understand, as I was that way for a while after I left the academy. Staying at home like a hermit is the worst thing you can do. You're exactly right, Rika-chan. That's why I had a talk with him. We talked about his responsibility as the head of the household and as a parent. Okay, Dad, it's time for you to put on your big boy pants and go to work. I've had enough of this. Just all you do is mope around the house and listen to Green Day all day. I can't deal with this anymore. I need you to be an adult. You always look like you're fooling around, but you're actually the most reliable person in this group. I'm impressed that you even spoke to your father like that. I had to. If I listened to Wake Me Up When September Ends one more time, I would have committed a war crime. It wasn't a big deal. Yes, hi, hello. Convoy, thank you for becoming a pack rabbit. It wasn't a big deal. I was shocked at first. I found out that my dad was spending his money on some lady. As his daughter, it really hurt to find that out. No, you don't understand. If I had to listen to one more breakup song, I was gonna drop his third son in the country. It was awful. I'd come home from school every fucking day. I'd hear, I walk a lonely road on the boulevard of broken dreams. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I couldn't do it anymore. Jover. I used to love that song. It's a good song. It is a good song. I don't know if you would want to listen to that constantly. On loop. Yes. Kind of a meme. No, when you're depressed. Fucking she like walks out of her Rena comes home, you're Rena, you come home after a long day at school and treasure hunting at the local dump. You open the door and you just see your dad lying on the living room floor, and you just hear, "I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo." It's not Green Day, that's Radiohead, but still. What? You're like Jesus fucking Christ, Dad. Dad. We heard Green Day more often than we heard the national anthem. And then, what did you do? Huh? It was no good to think about it on my own. I just kept thinking about it in a negative way. So I spoke to Mi-chan about it. All I did was listen to her. Rena was the one who faced her problems and came to the conclusion of talking with her dad about them. I didn't give her any advice. But that was the important thing. Sometimes people already know what they need to do. They just kind of need to like talk about it, you know? Like it's still bothering them, and they just need to kind of get those feelings out before they can like fix the problem. And they're not really looking for someone to like for advice or for someone to fix things for them. Yeah, they just need to be like, yeah. And you just need to know that like someone has their back. And sometimes you just need to listen. You just need someone to listen. Yeah, I just need to say it, yeah. And I think talking to your friend about your problem is a lot better than committing murder, so talk to them before an act of terrorism happens. Exactly. But that was the important thing. Talking to people about your problems can calm you down a lot. Hmm? Is that so? If she overcame it just by talking to Sis, maybe her problem wasn't that serious. It's not true, Shi-chan. Before I spoke to Mi-chan, all I thought about was how to hurt that lady. Shion once again having the comprehension of it. Some things never change. It's almost comforting. Before I spoke to me, all I thought was how to hurt that lady, but I realized that wasn't a good solution at all. Talking it out with them was the important thing. So what happened after you spoke with him? Well, we concluded that he wasn't moving on because of the money. So we transferred the funds to a different bank, through a different account, and I took charge of them. Yeah, you know, the world's on the brink of World War III, but at least Mion's still functionally brain dead. That's a constant. Yeah. Exactly. You always count on Shion to be Shion. Now my dad has to get an allowance from me every month. I'm gonna say this, and it's going to sound terrible, but Rena, your dad's an absolute beta. No wonder your mother left him for another man. Dear Lord. Having to get a fucking allowance from your fucking teenage daughter because you're just such a mess. Rena finally had to be like, it's messed up, bro. It's the truth. It's the truth. Betas need love too. I guess so. I guess you're not wrong, Mr. Manager. You're not wrong, Mr. Manager. Okay. Need the patience of a saint. Man, Rena really had to be like, one of us has to be an adult, and since you refuse to, I might as well. Well, yeah, because her dad is gonna spend it on fucking year in host clubs. Or hostesses. It's as though you're the parent now, that's what I'm saying. Everyone else laughed along with it. I wasn't sure if I should laugh, but I saw Rena laughing too. Anyway, the money was keeping her father from me. As soon as he remembered the value of money, he stopped going to that shady bar and got a job. Let's go. It really was perfect timing. He was getting ready to pay the down payment for this lady's apartment. Yeah. Dad kind of helped me to be like, wait, you mean these ladies at the gentleman club don't like my charming personality? They only like my fat stacks of cash? Yes, Dad. Yes, they don't like you for your personality. They just want your money. What? Oh, but why are they so nice to me? Because that's their job, Dad. They want your... What? I'm so confused. This is the first time I'm hearing of this. Her dad the type of homie that if he was alive today, he'd be spending thousands of dollars on. Absolutely. And because she sent her, he's like, oh wait, you're saying that the OnlyFans model doesn't love me? But she sent me a DM with a heart. Why would she send me that if she didn't love me? Because you're a top donor. Dad, she's just, yeah, that's it. And it's like, oh. So if I stopped giving her money, she would stop talking to you, yes. What? Oh, I need to reevaluate some things. This is crazy. It's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dad is so confused. He just can't get it. True. He just can't. He needs to be protected. He doesn't understand. It really is perfect time. He's getting ready to pay the apartment. Jesus Christ. That would have been a mess. You talk about it like it's nothing, but it's a pretty serious story. Your family could have been ruined. Gotta put the damn parental lock on everything for that gooner. Absolutely. Like, you're like, Dad, what are you doing? Dad, no, you can't have Twitter. There's too much porn on that site. You can't have Twitter. No. No, you can't have Twitter. And the parental lock actually stands for the parent. It's a parental lock. It's a lock for the parents. That's true. If I didn't talk to Mi-chan and kept thinking about it on my own, I don't know where I would have been by now. Presumably, taking a classroom of around 25 to 30ish children, with the hatchet, threatening to blow it up. Yeah, that's where you'd be. Not the best way to not an ideal place to be. I would say personally. I think I probably would have tried to kill that lady. Tried and succeeded. Everyone laughed at hearing such a dangerous thing come out of Rena's mouth. Rena laughed too. But I saw something serious in her eyes. It's probably true that she once thought about murdering that lady. She seduced Rena's father so she could get money out of him. Remember, kids, this is why you don't let your kids fall for scammers. Or your parents. Knowing how short-tempered I am, I might do the same if that happened to me. Fucking come on, murder is not the answer. I think she made the right decision by talking to me on instead of being irrational. I'm impressed. It's not that easy to talk about your family issues. I know. It took me a while to make the decision to talk to Mi-chan. Rena's like, me? Murder? Never. Hiding highly detailed schematics on how she's gonna murder me. And take the school hostage because of the goddamn aliens from Dr. Ghost Twilight, man. Pretty much. But that one dream changed everything. Dream? A dream? Yep. Every night in bed, think about my problem. I was so troubled, even in my dreams. In my dream, I thought about what would happen to me if I didn't do anything. I don't know if what I saw was my imagination or a prediction of the future. In my dream, I saw that lady living for us and living with us in our home. One arc where Takano just comes out to tell them, I was like, oh yeah, no, that's just a manuscript for a novel I'm working on. I was just screwing everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I needed people to read it for feedback. I wasn't sure if my writing was making a good impact. So like, what do you think? Oh. It's a working draft. It's still a little rough. I'm not too sold on the aliens, but you know, what do you think? What do you think? It's a pretty good story, right? Pretty spooky. I was going for a metafiction type feel, you know. You know how Frankenstein is written like a bunch of letters? I wanted to do it like that. I wanted it to look like unhinged research notes. Yeah. So how do you what do you think? Is it, you know, I was thinking of sending it to a couple publishers, but I'm My dad and I don't smoke, but there was an ashtray in the living room. The futon in our guest room was now hers. In the bathroom, there was a toothbrush and shampoo that I'd never choose to buy. It was an unusual sight, and then like everyone's just sitting there, like absolutely devastated. They're like, what? Agno would be the person who winds up creating an incident like War of the Worlds, where some radio DJ had everyone thinking aliens were hijacking Sakura. Absolutely. And then she'd be like sitting in her chair, drinking like some red wine, watching the world burn and laughing. And like, lol, they thought it was true. It must have been a very difficult and disgusting situation. Satoko never told me, but I heard that she also lost her parents. No wonder she winds up in an oil drum every arc. Takano has enemies. She pissed somebody off. Somebody is like, I want that bitch. I feel like Tomitake was just collateral. I heard that she went through rough times when she was taken in by her aunt and uncle. That was just somebody who was sick of her fanfic. Read one more in Hinamizawa fanfiction again, I swear. I heard that she went through rough times when she was taken in by her aunt and uncle. Someone told me about that once. Satoko seemed to understand Rena's pain very well. Yes. It was a really disheartening situation. Eventually, I felt like I didn't belong there anymore. No, if you make me read one more fanfic, so help me or Chiro-sama, I cannot physically be held responsible for what I had. Yep, someone was tired of her shit. Might have been Shion's grandma. Might have been Oreo. It might have been her. Eventually, I felt like I didn't belong there. Then something urged me to kill her. It sounds so realistic for a dream. What happened after that? I realized I was a murderer. I didn't want anybody to find out about it, and I stopped trusting anyone. I spent all day at the place I buried her. I was afraid that if I left that place, someone would find out that I killed her. That's a nightmare. I'm glad it was just a dream for you. I don't know. I wonder if it was just a dream. I think I saw my future. What would have happened if I didn't do anything about the situation? I woke up in the next morning shaking in fear. I even felt like I smelt her perfume at home. I wondered when that dream was going to come true. I was so afraid, and that pushed me to talk to Michan. I remember Rena coming up to me and telling me that she had a secret to tell me. I honestly thought she had gotten a positive pregnancy test for a moment. Ayo? I mean, to be honest, if you are a female and a female friend like tells you like I have something like I really need to tell you, like your first thought is gonna be like, are you pregnant? Like one time my younger sister we were talking about our older sister, and and my younger sister was like, she kind of like she was like, yeah, our older sister kind of like fucked up. Don't tell mom and dad. And I was like, is she pregnant? My mind immediately went to that. She was not, but still. It just be like that. It's just what you think. You're like, is she pregnant? Even with a male friend, I was once told I was gonna be a good father, and when my friend told me, I had to tell me something like, "Oh man, you knocked her." Turns out the answer was yes, he had. That's crazy. The guy's gonna be a godfather. Friend told me, yeah, always. I was like, oh, you knocked her up, didn't you? Like, yeah. Oh. It's just like it's just like that's like the first thing you think in that situation. He was like, yes, actually. I was like, ooh. Oh.
まあ実際今だから笑い話だけど当時は本当に笑えなかったね。
I can talk about it like this now, but it was very serious then.
兄ちゃんは本当に頼り
Mi-chan
に
is
な
a
る。
really dependable person.
落ち着いて
He
私と
listened to
話を
me
聞
and
いてくれ
guided me through a solution.
現実的な解決の糸口を探ってくれた。それでやっぱり親子でちゃんと話さないとダメだ
Eventually, we
っていう
decided that I
当たり
needed
前の
to
到達
talk,
点にたどり着いたってわ
talk
け。
with him face to face.
それは
Perhaps
夢ではな
it
かった
wasn't
かも
just
し
a
れ
dream.
ませんですよ。そうだね。
You're right.
ただの夢じゃなかったのかも
I
しれ
think
ない
it was
ね。
more than
もしその夢を見なかったらレナはミオに打ち明けなかった可能性もあるもんな。
a really dependable person as long as she doesn't tell her crazy sister that she thinks doll. Yeah. Because obviously, venting to your sister about something. Yeah, yeah, sure, you can vent to your sister, but like, if your sister's crazy, do so with caution. Vent is us. Without that dream, it's possible that you never would have spoken to me.
レナの人生を変えた重要な夢だ。
That could have changed your life dramatically.
夢。
Dream, huh?
あんたも夢を見るんだ。
You've had dreams too, Shion?
へえ。
Yeah, I had a dream like I killed like 4 people. Yeah, like. Maybe that Shion wasn't. It was a different timeline. I had a dream where I killed basically anybody Satoshi cared about, so that was kind of wild. Anyway. Yeah, I wanted to avenge Satoshi, so I did so by killing everybody he cared about. Honestly, not one of my best moments, but I think it was a reasonable crash out. Gion had said something in a small voice. Only Mion picked up on what it was. I don't know what she said, but based on Mion's reaction, she must have said something serious. By the way, Shion usually went to school in Okinomiya. However, she'd been coming to school in Hinamizawa lately. I didn't know why she'd choose to come this far. She seemed to be having fun taking care of Sataka. Different timeline or not, I don't care if it's the multiverse. Of course it happened. You don't having crash fights on par with the US military when somebody touches their body. Reasonable crash out. Different timeline, different Twitter handle. It wasn't me. I changed my ad. It's all different. I had no idea what brought Sion and Sataka. If you change, everybody knows. If you change your ad, that's basically you've effectively killed off the person who that handle belonged to. So like you've reincarnated. You're brand new. You're a baby. You're a baby. You don't know. You're fine. Everything you did on that other account, it's not real. It doesn't count. It's been washed away. Wasn't me. I wish XX_Shion. I had no idea what brought Sataka and Shion together. Oh, you didn't know, Cody? Yes, she was cleansed like the poor soul she eliminated. Exactly. Wait, weren't they on bad terms once? Huh? Is that true? Were they always close or not? Kinda. The relationship is quite complicated. But honestly, that's just a dynamic. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. That's just a dynamic between sisters. You can be like, wait, weren't you guys like not on speaking terms? And then he's like, yeah, but like we're cool now. He's like I thought you got you. Like I thought you were like not on speaking terms like 2 weeks ago. And now you're getting, and now you're having, you know, you guys are getting your nails done, and you're matching. What is this? It's sisterly love. That's what it is. I have no idea what brought them together. Maybe it's like how you guys start off as enemies, throw a few punches, and then their body lift. Yeah, pretty much. Just like that. It's like that. It's just how it be. Now I know. It's important to talk to other people. We'll have fun in a normal way. We'll laugh together in a normal way. And we'll fall in love in a normal way. Don't doubt each other. Oh. Exactly. Trust each other. Friends have a greater meaning than I thought. You can talk to them about anything. Finally come to realize that. You're right. You resolved not only your family issue, but you also realized the importance of friendship. Yeah? Anyone is troubled by something, I want to help. I really do. I want everyone to think that they can talk to me about their problem. Me. Rena is saying something very important right now. So instead of a few punches, it was a cross and a few little pokes with a sharp metal stick. Yeah, same thing, same difference. Yuka-chan is right. We all nodded at her without joking around. A moment later, we heard someone locking the door. We were all surprised. That person didn't mean to lock the door. She must have locked it by accident, not knowing it was already up. He turned the knob, thinking that it was now unlocked. Huh? Is anybody inside? The lady knocked on the door with your several other people outside. All jokes aside, though, I appreciate the callbacks to prior arcs because literally 99% of the problems they have in Higurashi could be solved just by forgiving people or talking to them. Yeah. It's like when you're reading like a shoujo manga and there's like a huge misunderstanding for like 9 chapters and you're just like fucking banging your head against the wall like fucking talk to each other. Oh, this could be solved with one conversation. God damn it. Oh, sorry, let me open it. Use your words! Mion replied in a loud voice and walked toward the door. I heard her greeting the ladies from the town council. Hey, will you guys lend a hand? What is it? I immediately saw why Mion called us over. The people from the village committee had brought another donation. It was an old cupboard. We all helped to carry it inside the room. As I walked through the door, I realized the Higurashi were starting to cry. They said the title. Taking over from the cicadas. I heard you're going to host yaks in Nyalpaca. Everyone thinks you're the best man for that job. We're looking forward to seeing your showmanship. Oh, I'll do my best, but please don't expect too much from me. Sure, you say. You're here today so you can come up with an idea of how to sell these items. I have every reason to expect great things from you. I'll make sure I'm at my best then. The other ladies smiled, and they told me they were looking forward to it. It hadn't been that long since I moved to this village. But even those people offered me a position of huge responsibilities during the festival. So you could say that they've accepted me as a member of this village. I'd caused so much trouble where I lived before that I couldn't even go outside. Yeah, the BB gun thing. But they're accepting me as a member of the village. I was so happy. I felt bad that I still hadn't learned all of their names, but I was going to do my best to entertain the villagers who were supporting me. Yeah? I'm glad you're having fun vibing. What are you going to do now, Michan? Are you staying here? No, we're going home now. Right, Kei-chan? Yep. I got a good idea of what we have here. I should be fine now. I'm not interested in Watsunagashi, but I still want to see his auction. Maybe I'll come to the festival too. You absolutely must be there, Shion-san. It would be great if we could all hang out together. I disagree. She lives in Okinomiya, so she should go to the festival. Great vibes, cozy. I think Shi-chan should come. I think Mion-chan will prove entertaining if she does. Since most of us want her here, it's decided that she is going to come. That's this. You'll be in my shadow on the day of the festival. So let's at least be nice to each other. Hello, Beck. The girls are not murdering each other yet, but you know, give it a little bit, that might change. I hate you, Xion. I hate you, Xion. I hate you, Xion. Whatever Mion says, I know that they're actually close. The more Mion tried to refuse her, the more it was obvious of how close they really were. Alright, let's go. Make sure you get everything. I'm turning off the light now. Hopefully soon? What do you mean by that, Mr. Manager? We made sure that they didn't leave anything inside and left the room. I looked around the shrine grounds while Mion looked. We had to see anyone die. Well, give it until after the Watanagashi. Because if you don't know, the title of this arc is Minagoroshi. And that means... Alright, there was a motorcycle. That means... I believe that means massacre? Oh, thanks for lurking, Cowboy. Yeah, I think that means massacre, so... there will be deaths. The arc is literally called Massacre. This big place filled with people. This big place will be filled with people on the day of Watanagashi. These grounds are going to be the site of the festival. Can't even imagine it. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of stalls, and it'll be packed with people. You'll be surprised, I think. I wish they'd quit being stingy and hold something every season instead of once a year. Spawn the new chapters of Nikki to further progress 109. How far are you? That reminds me, there is someone who visits every season. Huh? Who are you talking about? Oh, I know who you mean. It's that photographer I met the other day, isn't it? Hello, Cal. What was his name? You know Tomitake Keiichi? That's right, it was Tomitake-san. I met him on my way back home. Many hours, no end in sight. Grind keeps going. Rena and Mion told me about him. Despite his burly flame, he's a fairly modest guy. Comes here every year to take pictures, right? Is what he claims, at least. Whenever I see him, I feel like Watanagashi is close by. And after Watanagashi, it's the beginning of summer. That's true. But the cicadas are already crying because it's gotten hot early this year. I heard on TV that this year is unusual. It's got something to do with a thing called global warming. Yeah. We're already talking about that in the 80s. I love a hot summer. It's not a proper summer if it's cool. I agree. I like the different climates of the season. Cool summers and warm winters disappoint. You've gotta be as passionate as the hot summer, too.
渡長祭
How many of us are going to be there at the
渡
festival?
長祭六強爆闘だね
It's going to be a battle of the six evils.
私の渡長しもみんなで一緒に
Once again, we'll have a great Watsunakashi this year. I agree.
楽しく過ごせるといい
I
ね
hope we'll have lots of fun.
おレナは知ら
Hey,
ない
Rana, don't you know?
リカちゃんのは希望的憶測じゃねえんだぜ
When Rika-chan says something like that, it's not just what she
本
hopes
当
for.
の予言なんだぜ
It's a prediction.
だからリカちゃんが当日は楽しくなる
Rika-chan is telling us it's going to be great. It really is going to be great.
だってこれは運命
That's our fate.
嘘だろリカちゃん
Rika-chan, right, Rika-chan?
はい
Yes,
運命なのですよ
that's our fate. Rika-chan smiled at the nipa. Her smile assured me that the day of Watsunakashi was going to be a great one for her.
当日さすぐにオークションってわけじゃねえんだろ
The auction won't be starting right away, will it?
うん
Nah,
始まるのは奉納演舞の一つ前だ
it's
から
going to be right before the ritual dance, so we'll have plenty of time to hang out together.
そうですわよね
Indeed.
初めてのお祭りなのに一緒に遊べ
It's your first festival. You deserve to have fun.
ケイちゃんの叩き売り
After Kei-chan's auction, you get to see Rika-chama's ritual dance.
なかなかいいじゃないですか
Sounds good to me.
ということは僕はケイチの司会を最後まで見られず途中
That
で
means I don't get to see Keiichi the whole time. I have to stand by for the dance.
へえリカちゃんも
You're going to be in the show too, Rika-chan?
演舞ってなんだ
What's the dance? What's that dance
や
all
っぱり
about?
古出神社の巫女さんだから
Are you going to do something traditional because you're the shrine maiden?
渡流しの
There's a dance and a ceremony for paying respect to the cotton inside the futon.
リカちゃんがとっても頑張るから
You should root for Rika-chan too, Keiichi-kun.
それでね
You see? See?
リカちゃんが巫女さん
When Rika-chan dances in her shrine maiden outfit, it's just so cute.
とっても可愛いんだよお持ち帰り
I'm going to take her home with me. I've never seen a real shrine maiden before. I'm sure Rika-chan will look good. Swayed looking forward more and more to the Nagashi festival. Rena, Mion, Shion, Satsuko, Rika-chan, and I. The six of us will definitely have a great time. How many more days did we have? I've never been this excited about a festival in my life. Wow, what a nice, wholesome, sweet moment between friends. Sure hope nothing terrible happens to them. Satsuko's snoring sounded so subtle while I stood by the
さとこ
Satsuko. She's out like a light. I could tell that she was sound asleep.
いびきが可愛いの
She snores so cutely. Hanyu laughs and tries to poke Satsuko's nose. Bad things happening in Hinamizawa? Never. I looked up at the sky. Nothing was different about the moon, but the moonlight seemed warmer than usual to me.
リカは機嫌がいい
Rika, you seem to be in a good mood.
うん
Yes,
確かにそうかもしれない
I am. I realized it only after Hanyu pointed it out. I was in a very good mood. Otherwise, I wouldn't be enjoying the view of the sky on a humid night like this. Felt like bringing a toast to the moon. As I rooted around the back of the closet, Hanyu spoke to me, sounding noticeably upset.
リカお酒は
Rika, don't you even think about drinking?
いいじゃない
I deserve it.
今夜くらい
Just tonight. Hanyu doesn't like alcohol. If I drink, Hanyu will also taste it. So she always complains when I try to drink. That's why I usually only drink when Hanyu is away from me. Of course, she'll know right away when I do, but it's too late for her by now. No, you can't. You're too young to be drinking.
リカは私に
It's my
リカ
body.
が飲みたいものを
I'm going to make my own decisions. No, I hate alcohol. You can't drink.
今日は喧嘩はなしだってば
I don't want to fight with you tonight.
分かったわ
I'll dilute it with orange juice so you can handle the taste.
甘いオレンジジュースでやってあげるそれならいいでしょ
Is that a deal?
ワインのあの匂いが嫌いなの
That's not the point. I don't like the smell of alcohol. So you can't drink. And you jumped around and complained. He's making a lot of noise right where Satsuko is
やめ
sleeping.
なさいサトコが起き
Shut up, you're going to wake her up.
残念でしたね
No, I'm not.
僕は理解
Remember, you're the only one who can hear me.
聞こえませんからいくらトタンバタンしても理科にしか聞こえないので
Memory Stars, I think there's a drama CD where Hanyu's drunk and Rika's basically like, what the fuck's wrong?
あったんで はは
Oh,
あんたは
just who do you think you are? I went to the refrigerator and took out a pack of orange juice with the spicy kimchi I typically use for her punishment.
はい問題
Let me ask you a question.
私がおつまみに
Who do you think you are?
いっぱい
Damn.
羽生が辛い思いをする
Let me ask you a question. Would you prefer if I ate the spicy kimchi to punish
オ
you?
レンジジュースで割った甘いワインを飲む
Or drink a sweet orange juice cocktail while enjoying this beautiful moon instead? Hanyu clenched her lips while jumping up and down, ready to burst into tears. You should be disciplined for being that noisy. But she has never been, since I'm the only one who can hear her. Besides, she's like air, so I can't even give her a spanking. Anya loves sweets, but she really hates spicy food.
いいか
Rika!
おやめなさい
Would you stop jumping around? Satsuko woke up suddenly and I had to hide my glass in a hurry. Satsuko doesn't know about my drinking habit.
今何時だと思ってるの
What? What time do you think it is? Back to sleep. She fell asleep again after speaking.
ほらあんたのドタンバタンがうる
See?
さいって
She was bothered by you jumping around like that. His character theme is a certified banger. I like it.
この安眠妨害
You nighttime nuisance. Oh. Just like I'm the only one who can see her, I'm usually the only person who can hear the noise she makes. However, that's not the case all the time. Anu does exist in this world. Sometimes people can actually hear and feel her existence. It doesn't happen too often, and most people just think they just heard some random noise. Based on my experience, people who are in a critical condition like Satsuko tend to hear her more often. If you haven't seen the video, it's pretty funny, where I think a guy bowls a perfect game or something and gets really excited and says that. I think that's what I always hear when I hear "Who do you think you are?" Yeah? He's got the active camo toggle. When I say critical condition, I mean those who've reached the L4 stage, as Irie would describe it. Does Satsuko have cancer? Does she have, is that what that is? At that stage, there's nothing that can be done anymore. They will feel the existence and hear the noise of someone they can't see. That would really mess with their mind. Anya stopped jumping up and down, and I gave up as I started pouring alcohol. I wasn't drinking because I wanted to be mean to Anya. In fact, I always wish she would enjoy it too. I only poured a little bit of wine in the glass and diluted it with plenty of orange juice. In fact, this cocktail is pretty much just juice. Not cancer, more terminal schizophrenia. Ah, I see. Is that why she was shown the ink blot tests when she went to the doctor? Because that's more of like a mental health test than a physical test, isn't it? I also put some crushed ice inside the glass. With that, it looked like a real cocktail they would serve at the bar. Hey, Hanyu. It's very diluted. I like the edge of the glass to see how she'd react. I guess it's not that bad. I know it may not make a ton of sense, but yeah, basically L4 here is referring to a thing people get in Hinamizawa. See. Good. I'll be drinking this tonight. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore, alright? Anya has been scared of that kimchi punishment for a while. As I put it back inside the refrigerator, she seemed relieved. I dipped the glass and headed back to the window. There's no breeze, but it seemed a little bit cooler. Hey, Anya. Do you feel that something is different this time? Yeah, Hanyu kinda weak. I love kimchi. Really good. One of my favorites. Are you talking about Keiichi and Anna? Shion too. Everyone remembers a little bit about their past. They seem to be using those memories to avoid their fatal mistake. I don't think it would be surprising if this was happening individually. But I find it very strange that it's happening to everyone all at once. I know how I often use board games as examples of fate. But I feel like this is the same lucky chance as rolling all 6s on 3 dice. I think that's a good way to describe it in the sense that we're getting closest to your desired future. But I don't think this is the miracle that you've been waiting for. God damn it, hon. I knew what she was trying to say. She was telling me not to expect too much. The die is designed to have 6 sides. It's not a miracle if I roll it and get a 6. True miracle is when I roll it once but get a 10, just like what happened with Keiichi in my previous life. In other words, a miracle is something that would normally never happen. Keiichi gave the doll to Mion. Rana spoke with her father, and Shion started taking care of Satoko after remembering her promise to Satoshi. It was all because they had those intentions somewhere in their hearts. It was only a side of their die that was engraved. It was only a side of their die that was engraved there already. Still, even if you couldn't call 3 die rolling this well a miracle, it did mean good fortune. I'm sure it was God's way of celebrating you finally feeling motivated to change your fate. I thought you were one of the gods. You only treat me like a god when you're trying to tease me. I was just kidding, don't get upset. Anyway, that's why I'm in such a good mood tonight. I lifted up the glass of orange wine and gave a toast to the moon. It tasted like nothing but sweet orange juice. It was funny to see Hanyu making a face as I took a sip. I wonder if we can escape the death of 1983 this time. If our goal is to escape from this board, then I don't think we'll ever have such a fortunate start again. Death of 83. No matter how hard I tried to prevent things from happening, there are some things I could never control. It's such a huge letdown when that happens. Even after trying so hard, something renders my efforts infertile. I'd probably been wasting my time for so long because I was trying to escape from that pain. For the first time in my life, then, I've been blessed with a favorable situation. Everything seems perfect in this world. There's no reason for me to be depressed. It's like the weather is perfect and the wind is blowing at just the right way. If I failed to put my ship out to sea, there is nothing to pin the blame on. I understood what Hanyu was trying to say with a concerned look on her face. If I didn't escape my death under this fortunate situation, I'd have to accept my fate wasn't something that could change. This is the ideal world where all of my friends overcame their problems. I was always in a depressing world. This time, all the pieces of the puzzle met. If I couldn't change my fate in this world, then it was proof that I couldn't change it in any world. That was the ending I've been hurt. Loss of hope. Death of my soul. The pair of us probably... The pair of us... Of the pair of us, I was probably the only one who would die. Hanyu would most likely remain there. If even my spirit were to disappear. She must be afraid of being alone after I lose myself. That's why she's telling me not to expect too much. I bit down on an ice chip inside my mouth. It was pleasantly cold. Hanyu, I know we've been over this many times, but I want you to think about me. Sure. What do you want? You want to know why you're being murdered in 1983? Strong will becomes fate. That means the reason I get murdered this year is because of someone's strong will. I think you're right. Who will benefit from killing Rika Furude? If that person has a strong will, there must be a clear motive for them doing so. Might sound odd coming from me, but I think most people like Rika Furude. That's true. I don't think any villager would have the motive to kill me. The people who live in this village are all fond of you. Thanks to you. I'm just showering you with my appreciation. Anyway, we now know that the Sonozaki family is not the culprit. I have no idea who else would want to kill me. You know, this village is supposed to be the safest place in the world for you. You're right. It's supposed to be. There are plenty of people who protect me here. It's ironic. For a long time, I've been refusing help from all those people who are trying to keep me safe. Rika, I think we should rely on Irie. People in this village love and cherish me. No matter what, they'll never but no matter what, they'll never save me, even if I try to escape the fate of my death. I spoke to several villagers in the past, and they never believed me, and none of them saved me. Probably didn't believe me, but I had no idea who was trying to kill me, or what their motive was. If I could explain that, people might be more accepting of my story. There's nothing I can do about that. No one would believe a little girl saying she's going to be killed without rhyme or reason. All they think of me is the reincarnation of Orishiro-sama and the leader of the Furry David. They do cherish me. They won't protect me with their lives. On the other hand, Irie and his people are totally different. They realize how special I am, and they would try to make sure nothing happens to me. If I confess to them that my life is in danger, I'm sure they would do their best to prevent it. They have all the means to protect me from a violent. However, none of it really worked in the past. It's not that they're unreliable. It's because Takano, the one responsible for protecting me, also gets killed on the same day every time. In other words, asking for her help is completely useless. She's very reliable, but she also isn't. It's ironic that I'm the only one who knows the reason why they never saved me. Wonder if that's the murderer's plan. Tomitake and Takano get killed because they're my guardians. Then I get killed after that. I think Takano's death is definitely related to your own. It's the same fate. I mean, if the same suspect is killing them for the same motive. I might be able to alter my own outcome by preventing their deaths. I don't know if you remember, but we've tried that once before. The deaths of Takano and Tomitake mean the loss of my protection. Because the two of them die, the suspect is able to kill me. That's why I've tried to prevent their deaths somehow. But they never believed me. I tried so hard to persuade them, but they didn't listen. I eventually gave up and just thought of their deaths as fated to happen. It's the same hopeless feeling I used to have towards my parents when I was able to go further back. When I found out that death was inevitable, I lost interest in them. Oh. After all that time had passed, I forgot how hard I used to try to prevent my parents' deaths. Besides, I thought you hated Irie and his people. Yeah. They look at us as nothing but their guinea pigs. I support them so I can help Satoko, but it disgusts me to think that they're only using me as a test subject. I've been resenting Irie for that reason. Still, I should try and get closer to him. After all, he's the only person who understands how important I am. He's the main person I should be talking to. He's the most important potential for protecting me. I can't avoid seeking help from him just because I don't like him. I've asked him for help several times before, but Tomitake-san and Takano get murdered even so, and it ruins everything. After their deaths, Irie panics and becomes useless. That's why I gave up on seeking help from him. In this world, I've been blessed with a positive situation. I'll never have as lucky as a start as this again. This is the best chance I'll ever get, so I should give it my best shot. really don't like him at all. He's not a bad person. I should respect him more. He's serious about helping Satoko. He's not as much of a mad scientist as I'm inclined to think. Takano is a strange person too, but she's also someone who can give me support. But she thinks I'm only her guinea pig. That's why I don't really want her help. Tomitake is more reliable than Takano. But the biggest problem is that he only visits this village a few times a year. On top of that, he always dies before I get killed, so he can never help me. However, there are people I should be talking to. If I can change the fate of their deaths, they should be able to save me from my own. It's possible that the only reason I lived until 1983 is because of their effort. I'm going to approach them once more and do what I can to try and save them. Oh, don't worry. I expect they'll be murdered anyway, so I'm not getting mad. I'll be fine, even if this hope's betrayed. Oh, you're such a cute girl. I chuckled at her comment. If they can escape their fated deaths, then I'm sure they'll greatly influence my own destiny as well. And this time, I'm going to try talking to them with the assumption that they'll be. In short, I'll talk to them about how I'll be protected from my oncoming danger after they. If they issue such orders, then maybe the guard around me will be strengthened after they do. The protection they provide is probably the highest standard of security I could hope for. Yet, at least at the moment, Tomitake and Takano die. So I never have their protection after Watsunagashi. And therefore, I get killed too. In other words, whoever possesses the strong will to kill me actually just wants me dead. Yet, so long as those two are alive, there's a tight security all around Hinamizawa that prevents the killer from getting to me. So to kill me, they must first kill Tomitake and Takano, part of that security. Then my protection falls away, leaving me exposed. The more I reason it out, the more I realize their fates are connected to mine. Thinking from that point of view, my destiny becomes inescapable the moment I abandon them to die. You should know what you have to do first, then. Yes. I have to think about saving their lives before thinking about mine. It's kind of ironic. I gave up on them because I was more determined to save my own life. But I finally come to the conclusion that I have to help them first before helping me. But there's something I still don't understand. Someone with convictions this strong is trying to kill me for some equally strong motive. Yet no matter how often I debate it, I can't think of anyone who'd benefit from my death. Not only that, there should only be people who'd want to protect me. Especially since they do anything to protect me at the present environment. They even eliminated my mother. To be perfectly honest, I don't even care about her anymore. Oof, cold. I never got along with her, and she's the only one who took my father's death the wrong way, making a huge deal of it like she did. She got what she deserved. I'm a viable guinea pig for them, and I can be a bomb too. no one benefits from making me explode. There's only a disaster waiting for them if that happens. Lots of people will be lost, and nobody would gain anything from that. According to Takano, my death would be the eruption of a volcano, in the middle of the village. Because like, wasn't it like her father was sick and like, I think her mom was like, oh, it's Orishiro-sama's curse because he wasn't a good priest or whatever. I think that's what she means. I'm not interested in what happens after my death, but they're really concerned about it. They're watching me every day to ensure that I don't accidentally hit my head on the corner of a block of tofu and die. It's fair to say that they're here in order to prevent the eruption from it. I'd be suspicious of them if they were going to benefit in some way from my death. But as everybody knows, that can't possibly be the case. My death would create nothing but a disaster. They're benefiting from my being alive right now. Perhaps it's not about the gain, but about a grudge. Maybe someone has a strong grudge against my family. Hello, Jay, how are you? And kills me not knowing that I'm like a bomb to this village. That's why I was suspicious of the three families, especially the Sonosaki family. Here for comfort times, well, I will provide. However, after observing them in numerous worlds, I feel like that's not the case. I felt that way in several lives, but I always had something to do with that. It always had something to do with that incident with Keiichi and the doll. It's clear that there's nothing going on between the Sonosaki family and mine. In that case, it must be some religious fanatic. If it's not about profit or a grudge, it might be someone who's secretly a deranged cultist. We've already had a series of murders 4 years in a row under the name of Orishiro-sama's curse. Timing-wise, it would be somewhat interesting if I, the reincarnation of Orishiro-sama, were to be killed on the 5th year. I couldn't stand to be murdered for such a whimsical reason, but such a motive actually seemed fitting. Ironically, I would have to suspect Takano if that's the case. She's well known for being an eccentric researcher of local histories. Eccentric is an understatement. She's only interested in the village's history because she already knows who I am. She's doing the research based on the notion that I'm important. So she should have no reason to kill me. She would desire to keep me close to her as a research sample. It's hard to believe that she would kill her favorite toy. She might be willing to kill someone who would try to harm her little toy, though. I will never find out no matter how hard I think. I just know that someone is definitely going to. I don't care about anything else, as long as I can escape that fate. No, I take that back. I wanted to escape my deadly fate, but I also want all of my friends to be happy. And I want the rest of my life to be happy too. I don't want to hide myself in the forest forever, just to get away from my murder. In fact, I've tried that once before, and I still met with the same ending. Living in the forest was a horrible experience. I think I was able to survive until July that time. That might have been the longest I've ever lived. I smiled bitterly and finished off the rest of the orange wine. I'd have to talk to Iriaka. I don't like him, but his people are my only. It's getting late. I should go to sleep now. I think so too. Good night. I lay down and closed my eyes, but I couldn't fall asleep right away. Suddenly, I remembered Rena's words out of nowhere. It was no good when I was thinking about it on my own. I wasn't thinking about it on my own. I was talking it out with Hanyo. Now I know. It's important to talk to other people. Friends have a greater meaning. You can talk to them about anything. I finally realized that. After I asked Takano for help, should I also talk to Keiichi? I've told him before in my previous lives. And he never believed me then. He might believe you now, though. He's definitely more inclined to believe you. It's the two of us. We can make it if we try. Mika Furude always thought there were 4 members in her family. She could clearly see all of us. Her mother, her father, and me. She had no idea I was invisible to anyone else but her. My appearance is a little different from human beings. I may otherwise look like a person, but I can't hide it. It's so obvious that I'm not human. I hoped that because Rika had seen me since she was a baby, she wouldn't be bothered by my ugly horns at all. And that hope came true. Just as chicks believe whatever they see first is their parent, Rika accepted me as part of her family as a matter of course. Even though I have these horns. Rika and I have been close ever since the day she accepted me as her family member. We came closer to her than. I don't even remember the last time I was able to communicate with someone. We spent all day together. But her family, especially her mother, denied my existence. Since her mother so strongly denied me, Rika and her mother became distant. Rika didn't learn certain things that many children learn. That's why I taught her instead. It's kind of ironic how her mother resent Rika. Rika used to fight with her mother a lot about how she talked. I guess she picked up some bad habits from me. Besides the fact that she didn't get along with her mother, Rika was a pretty normal girl. She was just like Satsuko. She loved running around in the woods and doing mischievous things. However, in June 1983, Rika's life was taken. All we want is a happy life for me. My power only allows us to search for the path leading to it. It's awful to repeat the same tragedy over. Although it's devastating, we can still find happiness within this endless world. Rika Furude's destiny is a tragic. But I'm secretly enjoying the fact that I get to spend more time with her than what normal people can. It's not just Rika. They may not see or hear me, but being with Satsuko, Mion, Rena, and Keiichi is also very fun. I can never be one of them, but still be by their side. That's sad, Hanyo. Alright. We're done for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. No death. No death. We're getting close though. It's almost time for the festival, so. Yes, thank you for hanging out. Yes, we will stream. Yeah. So yes, tomorrow we're finishing up Persona 4, final dungeon, final chapter. Very excited. No stream on Thursday, and then Friday we're gonna start Saturday we're gonna start Persona 5. Yes, Saturday we're starting Persona 5. Very excited, but yes. We'll see you guys all next tomorrow. I hope you all sleep well. Hope you all had a great night, and take care. There's that. Bye bye.